And I always like to joke that you are Charlie and we are the chocolate factory, right? You bring us your visions, you bring us your creativity, and we make it happen. And having technologies like this and having the opportunity to use these different types of inks and different types of coatings has made our options for our customers so much wider. Yeah, so they were actually in the printing business, but funnily enough, they weren't printing on paper, they were printing on textiles. So it was a very different type of manufacturing back when they were in Syria, but when they moved to the States, when they acquired a small print company, they were actually taught how to use the machines by a previous owner. And then from there, that's where the magic began with the one press and a few brothers and their dad starting off with a dream and now creating what Lulu is today.
Well, there's definitely a lot of pressure. My grandfather started it, and I'm named after my grandfather. Also, my daughter is the oldest of the fourth generation, so there's a lot of pressure. However, the pressure is welcome. To know that all the hard work goes in to investing in our family's long-term future it makes it all worth it. My first memory of the plant, the manufacturing floor, are actually the smells. The first two smells that come to mind are when paper is jogged and when ink is placed. It's a smell that permeates the floor and has stuck with me since the beginning. In fact, it's that nostalgic feeling that takes but a nanosecond to come over me when I enter in any manufacturing plant, not just our own. So I'd say that's my earliest memory of print.
My first memory coming in here, I was about 4 or 5 years old. So for me, I was just focusing on the best hiding spots and not so much which presses were on the floor. But there have been quite a few changes in terms of which presses we have in here, as well as even the way that the company's set up. As we've grown, we've tried to make it as efficient as possible and creating a very streamlined approach to make sure that our customers are getting the best product in the timeliest manner.
Naturally, we're going on celebrating 42 years of business. Organic growth, a lot of risks taken, a lot of bad decisions. I would be very fearful if we got this far without that, because it seems a bit unnatural. I think learning from your mistakes is one of the best ways to grow, and we've definitely had plenty. Thankfully, we've had more right decisions than wrong decisions.
About 10 or 15 years back, we worked with a design agency and we were telling them we really want to help people understand who we are and how our name is pronounced. And so we created a rhymes with book that basically is a picture book that has a bunch of different items that rhyme with Lahlouh. So for example, canoe, kazoo, tutu, bamboo. So it's just a fun way of explaining who we are and educating our customers on how to pronounce our name. So it's a good foundation when you're starting to work in a partnership with a customer, and you'd ideally want them to know how to say the name of the company. Yeah, we are very lucky at where we are located. Being in the Bay Area, we have a lot of massive companies in the area that are industry changers, right? We're very lucky. And with that comes a great opportunity for us to work with a lot of them. And they've taught us a lot. They've pushed our boundaries, and they are the reason why our services are what they are today. Starting as a print company that was just doing litho, every service that we offer now, from branded merchandise to variable data printing to packaging, all of that came based on the needs of our customers. And when they are offering the best products on the market, they expect us to offer the best products on the market as well. So we're very lucky to be partnering with them and having customers and partners that are constantly pushing us to do better. So digital transformation can take on many different forms. As a company that we started back in 1981, well, my grandfather and my dad and his siblings, we've grown quite a bit. You know, we sell a tangible product. At the end of the day, we're a manufacturer, but times have changed and the digital age is upon us, right? Everything now is online, and now print is taken from a very different perspective. And although people say that, you know, print is dead, that couldn't be further from the truth. Really now the focus is getting creative and figuring out how to bring that tangible piece back into the digital age, right? So we take on an omni-channel approach where we basically combine digital and tangible marketing materials in order to create a really comprehensive, very interactive marketing approach for our customers.
Yeah, the digital transformation can take many different shapes and forms. I think one of the things I've always found people do is make sweeping generalizations of how it's supposed to work, right? Or where it's supposed to fit within your ecosystem. I've generally tried to identify its value as a tool and match that with the opportunity in front of me. And that's where I've had plenty of success. And in some cases, it's okay if there's not a fit, right? Some key takeaways from digital transformations are digital workflows, the ability to automate. The data that comes out from that environment is invaluable when it comes to understanding the rights and wrongs of what you've done and tracking your return on investment. Digital is constantly evolving, and knowing that it's that tool available to you and it changes forms, being ahead of it and understanding constantly what it means is the most important thing. So we've embraced the digital transformation and at the same time haven't abandoned everything else while doing so. So we welcome it here. It's extra tools. If I have extra tools and I know how to leverage them and I know how to use them to solve someone else's problem, that's always going to keep me at the height of the competition, right? I won't be the only one, but I'm very confident in our team's ability with our 42 years of experience and moving forward, the great team we've added along the way, and constantly being one of the best at that.
Something that our customers have specifically asked for is better ROI, right? So how do you track tangible marketing material? So whether that be incorporating a QR code that you can see what the touches look like, creating a personal URL that the customer engages with, but still keeping that tangible piece that brings back that sense of that feeling, you know, the thing that makes print special. You know, having that stock that has that finish to it that's memorable, because at the end of the day, you get that tactile sensation that you're not getting from digital media that you're just bombarded with on a daily basis. Variable data has become a very big aspect of what we do, and that's what we do on our iridesces. But it also is, you know, marketing campaigns are faster, right? They're focusing more on smaller, more niche audiences. So now we're not working as much on bulk runs. We still obviously have that side of the business, but now people really want that customized, personal approach. And that's what we can do using digital printing and using some of the technologies that we get from Xerox, whether that be a circle campaign where you're able to insert that name automatically, or any of the workflows we've created that really make that personal touch, even something like a handwritten letter, right? We were really looking for efficiency, we were looking for innovation, we were looking for modern technology that was going to give us the beautiful end product that we were looking for, but making it in a way that's going to be cost effective for our customer and faster than we've ever been able to do before. Those were the base requirements that we had for a new press that we brought in, and we honestly couldn't be happier with our choice. Having not only the input and the expertise of my dad, who is our chairman of the board, as well as our CEO, who is my uncle, they use their combined knowledge base along with a lot of the experts that we have working with us to determine which of the technologies would be the best fit. And after looking at a few different options, Xerox was the partner that we found, aligned mostly with the way that we were trying to do business and the goals we had for our future in digital printing. It's incredible having that variable data option, also having the different finishings, right? You have the metallic inks, you have the clear coat inks, you have the white inks. All of that really gives me a lot of creative liberties when it comes to printing for our personal marketing. And I take a very unique approach to it and really trying to create something that the customers are inspired by. right? So instead of just educating the customer on what we do or making it very straightforward, I try to create more of a whimsical experience. And I always like to joke that you are Charlie and we are the chocolate factory, right? You bring us your visions, you bring us your creativity, and we make it happen. And having technologies like this and having the opportunity to use these different types of inks and different types of coatings has made options for our customers so much wider, and we couldn't be happier about it. Absolutely. I mean, that comes with not only the efficiency, but also with digital printing in general. When you're working on smaller run projects, when you're working on highly customizable projects, all of that comes with a cost, right? And typically and historically, we've only worked on larger scale jobs that are printed offset. So now to get into this new age of digital technology, having something like an Iridesce has allowed us to cut costs exponentially on these smaller run projects and has allowed us to really expand our services on these smaller runs.